What is up, YouTube? It is Doc here, Docky Style Gaming, and I am back at it again with another Godfall video for you all today. And in this video, we got some more stuff to go over because we just got a brand new cinematic intro for Godfall called The Fall, and then we finally got links for the pre-orders for PS5 digital edition of Godfall. Now, I will leave a link in the video description if you are interested in pre-ordering Godfall, though again, you kind of know my thoughts on pre-ordering. I've mentioned it a bunch in the comment section, but I'll leave a link to it if anybody is interested or considering pre-ordering it for PS5 digitally. They'll be down there in the description below. But the main focus of this video is going to be all about that brand new cinematic story trailer we just got. So first, I'm going to let y'all check it out in case y'all haven't. It is 3 minutes of just pure goodness. And then right after, we are going to break it down. So without further ado, check out the brand new trailer and we'll be back to break it all down.
It was all a lie. Macros sold us a vision he never believed in. He would destroy us. We just didn't know it yet. We were warriors, but he turned us against each other. Brother against brother. And despite all the maneuvers and all the strategy, in the end, it was going to be either me or him. Macros was the better warrior that day. He left me for dead, but I survived. Macros thinks the war is over, but our fight has just begun.
Alright, we are back now after that badass trailer. Honestly, some footage that we've been desperately needing. It's, again, funny how I made a video talking about lore, and sure enough, we get the lore leading up to the start of the game. And it works perfect, actually, because the lore video that I made was about the past, and this is essentially what actually sets the game's events in motion. So let's break this down. I'm going to be dropping it down to 5 times speed, or half that speed for the most part, and we're going to be breaking down everything scene by scene. So let's start it up and see what it is all about. Now, what is interesting that I did take note of, they mentioned them being brothers, both Hinterclaw, or the one that's in the Hinterclaw Valorplate, and then the one that's in the Silvermane Valorplate, which the Hinterclaw one we did know by the end of the trailer is Macros, who is the main villain. Now, in the description, they always refer to him as a mad god, but it's interesting to see that since it seems like they were the ones that originally put away the Archons, they're not necessarily those gods, but they were powerful enough to have shut them down. Now, what we're looking at right now is the Skybreaker's monolith. They mentioned that in, I think, one of the very first, and we get a closer look at it right here, but one of the very first interviews, they were asking what that was because we saw the big dragon coming down from it, and they referred to it as the Skybreaker's monolith. Now, these armor sets are sick. When I saw them, I'm like, we better be able to play with like Golden Age Silvermane and Golden Age, I mean, he's more silver, but Golden Age Hinterclaw. And even though Macros is the one rocking that Hinterclaw gear, and there he is again looking at the Skybreaker's monolith, and it seems like that's where they're trying to head to, of course. Now, what necessarily is in the Skybreaker's monolith, we still don't know. They're still kind of keeping it hidden, but they're definitely trying to hold them off. Silvermane and his armies. But just like the Archons, they went to war. And now it's Valorian versus Valorian. Which is interesting, because I wasn't expecting it was going to essentially be, I won't say a traitor, but essentially that's what it is. It's one of their own that you're going to be fighting. One of the ex-Valorian Knight Order members, and the brother of the character who is in the Silvermane Valorplate. And again, we keep getting a look at this Skybreaker monolith. We see that he's trying to do something, and it's actually dope. You see the lion and that. Let me slow that down real quick too. That was pretty cool. They had the lion on one side and the wolf on the other. So you get the big lion statue right here, and then you get the wolf statue right there, which is pretty dope. And then it looks like, are those zodiac or astrological signs? It might be. I don't know if it's actually 12 on it, but it might be more than 12. But that is interesting. All right, let's start it up. You see a banner with the lion on it. It's like a Gryffindor logo, of course. Those armors are so sick, though. And then we get this badass fight scene between Macros and his brother. And then he also seems to have a banner on his back as well. We see more of these statues, the wolf, and then it's a free-for-all. They just go to town. I swear, the braided mane on Silvermane is sick. Like, I was like, Silvermane seems to be like, you know, the generic poster boy every time we see any of him in any gameplay. But man, after seeing this, like, he's rocking the Twin Omens right now too. Hinterclaw is. Like I said, Hinterclaw as of right now is still my potential main in the game. So I kind of love seeing Hinterclaw go at it right now, even though he is the main villain right now. The villain's rocking the Hinterclaw Valorplate. Oh man, the fight scene is sick. Especially, like I said, since this is supposed to be the intro cinematic to the game. Oh man, if all the cinematics in the game look like this is going to be fantastic. And then, yeah, he done messed up. And they're just switching at will. The Eclipse gets knocked back. And then Macros essentially is about to like Scar and Mufasa his ass off the cliff. Went from purple to blue, which I noticed too. The different lights on their armors were changing. Man, that the design for the Valorplates, like I said, I'm just going to refer to them as Golden Age Valorplate designs, because clearly Silvermane doesn't look like this and Hinterclaw doesn't in their current state. But yeah, those Golden Age, Silver Age, whatever, Golden Age designs look amazing. And then this is where the trailer started, was him essentially falling. Hence why this is called The Fall. We get to see the Eclipse again. And of course, like all cliche villains, he never checked to make sure he was dead, because sure enough, Silvermane ain't, and he's putting a posse together. We actually get to see, do we get to see? I remember seeing that at first and I was like, do we get to see a bit of the face? Nah, they're really hiding it. You know what? Let's see what we can see. Except we're at half speed, but let's go to 0.25. I don't know. I don't know what we're actually seeing. Nah, it doesn't look like it though. It looks like it's literally just a blankless, soulless space, like a void of nothingness in there. But then we got the big three, are essentially the every game has a big three. Everything has a big three, whether it's the Justice League with like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, or if it's the Avengers with Iron Man, Cap, Thor. There's the big three. I mean, Warframe had it. I mean, your 3 starters. So these are our big three for Godfall. And yeah, they look pretty dope. Let me pull the speed back up, even though I believe that's the end of this. Yeah, but man, that was a great trailer. Like I said, that was something. And it's funny because, like I said, I've mentioned before, especially if you caught the stream, I was like, I don't want them to do a final week type of rush and hype the game, because I feel like that's when a lot of looter shooters, or I mean honestly games in general, fail, is when they try to hype the game a week or a month before it launches, and then now on everybody's mind is that game. They're looking at all the gameplay footage, the trailers that you're putting out, people are getting hyped for it, and then the game comes out, and if it doesn't do well and doesn't live up to that hype, then that's when you have like an Anthem situation on your hand, and you definitely don't want that, an overhyping situation of the game. So that's really all I got. Let me know what you guys personally thought about the trailer. I thought it was pretty dope and really enough to hold me over for now. Now, there still are a few things I'd like to see, like I said, mission structure, customization. Don't overhype the game. Just keep doing what you're doing. People might get irritated because you're not posting everything every single day, but I'm happy with what we're getting, and this trailer was more than enough to hold me over for about a week and a half. I hope they don't wait a week and a half, but it's enough to hold me over for a week and a half. So again, let me know what you guys personally thought about the trailer. I thought it was dope. I am out of here, guys. Links to all my social media accounts are in the video description. Like always, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, don't. I'm out of here. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. Peace.